Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back. We are going to do a full review today of the Vanquest Vert Slings. So this is the newest sling offering from Vanquest. I gave you guys a sneak peek a couple of weeks ago. I've been using them exclusively for the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to talk to you more in detail about each of the bags and give you a full review. This is the smaller one. This is the 5 liter. It's in the multicam, and this is the 7 liter, and this is in there all black. Originally, I used the 7. This one can definitely fit more, and I used this one exclusively for a week. And after that week, I switched over to the 5 liter, and even though I cannot fit quite as much in here, I enjoy using this one a lot more. So I will explain as I go along. So I am going to put this to the side. What I'm going to do is show you how I've packed out the 5 liter. This is exactly how I've been using it for the past week. And then I will try to move all of the stuff over to the 7 and show you, or maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just show you the things I can fit in the 7 that I cannot fit in the 5, how I was carrying it. But we'll see as we go. Sometimes unpacking can get tedious. I don't know if you guys want to see all that, but we'll go through it. So you have these Horween leather accents, which I love. There's the Vanquest accent right here. Is there another? There's one other one on the strap. Here it is. A nice brown, soft leather accent with the V for Vanquest over here. This one is obviously the multicam black. The material is a little less shiny per se than the black on the 7. I don't think it's just me. I think the material is slightly different for the multicam. The multicam picks up lint a little bit more than the black, but I do like it. So it's just up to your own taste. There are these Spartan zipper pulls all over the bag. The compartments are lockable. This front one, the main one, and the back one is not lockable, but we'll go into more of that in a second when I show you that back compartment. And then you have the quick grab compartment, the quick access pouch. That one is not lockable either. But again, you have the 2 zippers all over the place, and you have lockable compartments on these 2. This front compartment and main compartment zippers are waterproof, YKKs. The quick access is not waterproof, and the back CCW compartment is not waterproof. There are these loops right here on both sides for attaching things. I have a pen here, as you can see, for quick access. There's a nice top handle. The strap is ambidextrous. It cannot be removed completely, but you've got a super soft seatbelt material strap. This clicks off right here, and you can switch it to the other side. And then this piece tucks away behind the fabric. Mine is right here tucked away. You can see it kind of imprinted there because I have mine configured in this way. Front compartment opens like this. I will say right off the bat, I liked how the front compartment on the 5 opened better. It just kind of flops open and stays, whereas the 7 liter doesn't give you as much visibility into the pocket and won't stay. So it's interesting. Obviously the bag is just bigger on the 7, but you're also not coming quite as far down to the bottom as you do on the 5. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I don't know. I think I would have liked if this one, just the zipper came down more so that when you flapped it open, you got the same effect. A lot of people are not going to care about that. I noticed it in my use, and so I really liked how I could do that with the 5 liter, and it just opened up, stayed open. I could see and get at my stuff more easily. So this is exactly how I've been carrying it. It comes with these 2 loops. It comes with a key leash, which, where's my key leash? So I've got one here on the 7. This is what both bags come with, 1 key clip in each bag. I'm not using the key clip here, but I am using the loops. I've attached my keys to the one. And over here, I've got an S-biner or a Night Eyes with a spare flashlight and a multi-tool. Nothing is right here because there isn't much space, considering I was throwing my phone back here. This is loop line. You could put a patch here or something, but if you're going to put like an admin panel here, which you could, you are going to have trouble fitting something behind here and then closing the bag, I think, depending on how it's packed out. It gets a little tight in this section if you try to put too much stuff in. So I was just doing the phone, nothing else, my 2 clip-on things, and then you have this mesh pocket, which, you know, you can see it goes down to here. It's got a lot of dimension. So I have, you know, chapstick, essential oil, mirror, Listerine strips. That's what I have in mine. And you can see, like, it's a little bulky, right? It's not flat anymore. You could bulk this pocket up even more, but I don't know why you would, because you're going to get much more bulk in here. And it becomes a little harder to close this compartment. For me, though, it does take a little bit of effort, and I can get it closed. But this is how I've been carrying it. With these zippers, they're waterproof, so they are a little bit stiffer to operate. It's only been 2 weeks for me to have these bags. If you use them for longer, perhaps it would break in even more. I can't speak to that quite yet. Above the smaller compartment, you have this loop field, which is on the 7 as well. This big, nice black space where you can add patches if you want. I really like that they just made it the entire area, as opposed to just like a single square or rectangle of Velcro. I really like the whole area filled out, because then when you don't use it for patches, it kind of, to me, blends better than just a random black square of Velcro. That's my opinion. All right, main compartment goes down to obviously the area of the attachment loops. And this is how you've got the inside. Another of the same mesh here. So in mine, I have a wallet and a checkbook, and that's it. That's what I keep in mine. You have 2 more of those loops to attach things, or your key clip. Here's another key clip, the one that came with the bag. I have another little Victorinox attached to that one. So all I've got in the main compartment of this 5-liter is a hand cream and a battery bank. Okay, so that is, you do not have a ton of dimension in here. While we're here, I'm going to show you. So you saw what I had in here. Just these 2 items. And then I have, you know, a book and some things back here. In the 7, you can see just how much more space is in there. It opens easier. I mean, it's a 2-liter difference, right? But if I take my flat items, move them into the 7, right? Look how much that just opens up a lot easier. So that's why at first I was like, okay, for the first week I'm using the 7 because of how much more I can fit. But just for me, so this is what else I was fitting. So I've got, this is a first aid pouch, and I've got this. That is another pouch with gum and cough drops and whatnot. That can fit in there without a problem. Okay, there's a lot more you can fit in the 7 than the 5. And that's just to show you. So that's what I was carrying in the 7-liter when I was using it. I transitioned over to the 5-liter, which is here. Get those back in. And then let me get my flat items. This is a book that I use for church and like some paperwork that I needed for my kids. Okay, and so shoving this pouch in there, it is possible to shove it in, but then it becomes a lot tighter to close, as you can see here. And it wasn't necessary for me to do that, so I ended up just going with this. Let me get the checkbook back in, and I'll put the wallet in. So if I'm shoving this pouch in, it's just a lot tighter. And to me, it wasn't worth like shoving it in there to get it in there. I just figured if I needed to carry these other pouches, I'd go ahead and just use them in the 7. So yeah, this is how I have this one packed out. Same setup on both sides. This is hook and loop, so you could attach a patch here or an admin panel. This one definitely not. I mean, in the 7, you have more space. If you found that you needed more organization for smaller things in the larger sling, you could put an admin panel here, and I think that would work well. You have a lot more dimension in the bag to begin with, so you're going to be able to fit a lot more, obviously. Love the bright orange interior. Really easy to see everything that you've got packed in there. This inner pocket here, perfect for like a Kindle, iPad mini, maybe a 9-inch iPad if they still make those. I don't even know. I have an iPad Air 11-inch with the Magic Keyboard, and I apologize, I don't have it with me. And it fits in here with the Magic Keyboard very nicely. I had to really shove it in here to get it to fit. It didn't fit well. It's better for like a mini or a Kindle. Without the Magic Keyboard, without a case, you could get the 11-inch iPad in here. And there is some nice padding on the bottom. So I don't like to carry my iPads, especially the more expensive ones, without cases. So I wouldn't recommend putting a iPad Pro or Air 11-inch in this smaller sling. I would just go with the bigger one. The bigger one will definitely fit like a 12 point whatever it is iPad Pro as well in there. All right, so we'll close that up. Again, I mentioned the handle, and then you have this top pouch. Obviously, it's a little bigger on the 7-liter. And I had also thrown a patch over here because this is all hook and loop on the top of this as well. So this small pouch I had been using, you can see exactly what's in here. I have a chapstick, another one of these breath strips. I have a thumb rosary that I use often, and then I have my AirPods. So take it out so you could see. That's the interior. There is one band that is stretchy there that I guess you could hook things onto if you wanted. If you had a small, I don't know what would fit there that would be hooked. Maybe a small multi-tool that had a clip on it. I'm not really sure. I don't have any of those that would work like that. I didn't find this loop particularly helpful because it's kind of big, so nothing that I put behind it was being kept taut or anything like that. So I just kind of threw the things in, and it's kind of a strange pouch. I can't say that I love it. I don't hate it, but I would have been totally fine if the bag didn't have it. You know what I mean? Either. It's kind of a strange shape. And it's not like this is super easy to access because you have to hold it with one hand. If you're going at it like from this angle, because you open too much of it, the things can easily fall out depending upon what's in there. Now, one thing I did like, if I put my bag down like this, maybe on the seat next to me or something, then it was nice to open this way to get at my stuff. And because of the angle, nothing is falling out because it's like this. So if the bag is face down, accessing this pouch is nice. If the bag is face up, I don't find it to be extremely handy. This is just my things that I noticed when I'm using the bag. So yeah, AirPods, chapsticks, anything small that you want to keep separate, that you don't want to have to dig inside the main compartment for, I mean, is good for this. Back compartment opens from either side. Like I said, it's ambidextrous, so depending upon how you wear this bag, you can set it up to access from either side. It is loop lined inside and intended for CCW use if you choose to carry that way. I have not been, and I think it would be pretty tight, especially in the 5 liter, if you have the rest of the bag fairly packed out. What I did was I have it set up with an admin panel because there are no pen slots in this bag anywhere else. So because of how I wear the bag, when I swing it around to the front of my body, this is the orientation that it's in. And so I could potentially slide the zipper this way, and inside I have a Vanquest, I forget what this is called, a sticky panel or some sort of admin panel that has several slots and loops. So I stuck a nail file, a pen, a couple of pens, an extra flashlight, and a highlighter in here. Sorry. So they're very easy to access, and it's thin. So nothing is like hugely, I don't feel it at all when I wear this bag. There's some nice padding here. I think it's very suitable, so there's no issue. You know, if you open it from this end, obviously the pens are upside down, right? Because it's oriented the other way. So if you wear this bag over your shoulder and then you swing it around to the front of your body, you're obviously going to always be going in one direction. And so the zippers back here are super smooth, no problem. Bright orange interior. This is not loop lined, but this side is, and the entire wall is loop lined. Lastly, to the strap. The strap is one of my favorite things about this bag. I think they have the same strap on the Teco sling, the same like adjustment mechanism. I think it's brilliant, and it's one of my favorite things about it. So when you're loosening it, when it's on you, you lift this up, and all of a sudden you've made it much bigger. Then all you have to do, if it's on your body, is pull on this ring, and you're cinched. Like, it is so nice. There are no extra random pieces of strap hanging from anywhere. It is the easiest, I think. I'm trying to think of all the bags that I've used over the past at least year or two, and the different adjustment mechanisms. This is like probably the easiest one I've used that I can remember. It's fantastic. And in my opinion, there's plenty of strap, you know, in terms of adjusting and loosening. I wear mine, you know, pretty, I don't know. I don't need a lot of this extra strap when I wear it, but sometimes I would even cinch it all the way, as tight as it will go. And then I throw it over one shoulder and wear it like a backpack. You know how you wear your backpack over only one shoulder? I would do that occasionally. And it's just amazing because it's so easy to go back and forth. And I love that about this bag. So the strap is a home run. And that's the same for both bags. The strap mechanism is the exact same, and they work. It's flawless on both. trying to think, guys. Is there anything that I missed that I didn't speak about for the bags? Everything is basically exactly the same in terms of the number of pockets in both, the number of loops. Everything is the same. The only thing that you're getting, obviously, is a larger bag over here. It can fit a good amount more. Everything else is symmetrical. And the only other thing I noticed, which I did talk about already, is the ease of opening the front compartment on the smaller sling. The larger sling, you're not getting that same, you know, fold back effect as you do on the smaller. The bigger one, however, it's a lot easier to access your main compartment on the bigger one, for those who might be wondering about that. It's just a little bit more crowded, a little bit, you know, and it's smaller, so it should be, right? I think for most people, especially guys, you're going to err towards the 7-liter. I think that's going to be a no-brainer. For myself and maybe some other ladies, the 5 might be better. I think it just fit on my body better. It felt like it fit me better, the smaller one. But yeah, that's basically the review. What else? Am I missing anything else? No, I don't think so. Please comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Did I miss anything on the bags? There's a lot that could be said, especially in comparing the two. So let me know if I missed anything. I will respond to each and every comment and question that I get. Again, shout out to Vanquest for sending me these to try. They always make really high quality products. And so I will put the links below for these bags. Check the links. I think there is a sale going on right now. I don't know for how long, but give it a look and see. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again very soon in the next video. Talk to you then.